Hi, welcome to Golden Years. I'm Lori Betts. This month I have two special people from the Office of Older Adults. So come on back and meet Laura and Bob, and we're going to tell you what's new in their arena.
With Julia's autism, loud sounds can be too much.
But she still loves to make music.
Yeah.
Play band.
Early screening for autism can make a lifetime of difference. Find out more at screenforautism.org.
Welcome back to Golden Years. I'm Lori Betts, and I am interviewing the director of the Office for Older Adults, Laura Toth. And they have a new program at the office for the entire county of Medina County. Mm-hmm. It's called Compassion in Action.
Correct.
Okay, so Laura, tell me what this wonderful program is about. And did it replace Faith in Action, if people out there are familiar with Faith in Action?
Yes, so Faith in Action, it's like the Faith in Action reboot. Faith in Action was in Medina County for decades, probably close to 30 years. And another one of those organizations that just did not make it through COVID. They just didn't have the volunteer base, and the seniors fell off from calling because nobody was going out during that time. So it became a very small program. So the board president came and asked if we were interested in taking on the program so it wouldn't, meet its end, because it is so valuable for seniors. So we said sure. So at the time we started, there were maybe 5 or 6 Faith in Action clients that came right over, and then maybe 10 to 12 volunteers. And so we had offered, the volunteers had to go through all of our paperwork process, our background check process, and things like that. So probably 50 to 60% of the volunteers did. The others, just weren't interested. They had fulfilled their time, they felt. So we brought the program over. We could not call it Faith in Action. We wouldn't want to,
New start.
The program has it other things, but we wanted to keep the spirit of it. So we came up with Compassion in Action, keeping that in action name, and really, showing compassion to seniors and helping one another is really what this program's all about. So actually that was January 1, 2022. So it seems like a new program because it started so small, but we're really ready to get it out there and talk about it and promote it, both on the client side if people have needs that they may want, or on the volunteer side if people have an interest in calling us and volunteering for this program. And there are a variety of ways to volunteer. The most prominent way is driving. So we have drivers who drive seniors to errands, to the grocery store, to the doctor, things of that nature. We have about 15 people who are doing that right now.
And wonderful Bob sitting
wonderful
here.
Bob, yes. So
is one of our volunteers.
I'm going to gloss over that because Bob can tell you about the experience of what it's like to be a driver, to volunteer for the Compassion in Action program. We also have small household tasks that people can go over and help, really light housekeeping, or maybe just raking the yard. There's not a lawn service or anything like that, but just little tasks to help people out and keeping them independent in the community. So it really goes along with this program, which is an Office for Older Adults program, really goes along with our mission of keeping seniors independent in the community for as long as possible.
And safe.
And safe, absolutely.
So driving, what can you do and what can't you do, Bob? And thank you for your service.
Yes,
I mean,
thank
that is
you.
very valuable, because so
Sure.
many seniors, they still want to stay active. And if they don't have their children here in town and the children are working, they need to have someone drive them places. And so you are very valuable.
Well, thank you.
So thank you for doing that. So when you pick up Mrs. Driving Miss Daisy, what does it entail?
Well, someone from Laura's office will put out a list a week before, and then the 15 people or so that Laura mentioned, I'm one of those, that then will get that list and see, well, what fits into my schedule and what fits geographically. I live in Brunswick right now, so I'm more likely to pick somebody up who's either living in Brunswick and or their doctor appointment or hair appointment is in Brunswick or Medina, close enough that I can comfortably make the trip. Once I have responded to the email saying I'll take that person on that day, then I show up at their home at the appointed time and make sure they get into the car safely. Quite often there's a walker that I need to make sure gets folded up and put in my back seat or trunk. And we have a nice conversation on the way to their appointment.
I bet, yes.
I get to meet new people. I get to go on some streets and go to buildings that I maybe didn't know were there. And then do the same thing on the way back. Sometimes we'll go from the doctor office to the pickup of the prescription as well.
Okay. Can you take her shopping? Grocery shopping? Or
we can't pay for or handle their financial transaction, but yes, we can accompany them.
okay. So you can help them grocery shop.
Correct.
Okay. So there's no restrictions there.
No, there are not. And we also have, we have kept a program that was really popular during COVID, Shop for a Senior. So we do have agreements with Bueller's where we have different volunteers that shop for people, and then the customer service handles that transaction if a senior's not able to get out and shop. That's another aspect of compassion in action. It's not taking somebody to the grocery store, but it's more like, doing an online order or having them pick up stuff for you.
So one of your employees does it online, or no?
It's volunteer.
Or the volunteer. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's awesome. Awesome. Can you take the person to lunch?
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
I mean, could she do a fun day out with her friends?
That hasn't really been a request, but yes, that would be something we could do if somebody's qualified for our program really and needs to go just about anywhere. There's not too much that we've say no, we can't do it. It's just the volunteer base. Are they able to do it? So if somebody needs a ride to church,
I was going to say church.
That would not be something because our volunteers generally don't work the weekends and things like that. So
okay.
It's not something that would work out. But we will try and help find people rides to church. A lot of times really congregations are so good at taking care of that themselves. I know in my congregation there's several people that we pick up and drop off, and I'm sure you can say the same.
Same. Ambrose is trying to get that underway.
Yeah.
Because they still want to go to church.
Absolutely.
And rightfully so.
Absolutely. We have people on our meal program, and part of the home delivered meal program is that you cannot drive, and we have people who just drive to church, and we're like, well, let's make other arrangements because this is a good program that we want you to participate in.
So do you take the same people all the time, or it fluctuates? Because if it's basically doctor appointments.
Yes, it varies. Some of the people will be kind of regulars because they don't drive at all and maybe haven't for years. Mm-hmm. And sure, some of their doctor appointments, hair appointments, shopping needs are going to be repetitive. But others, and maybe the ones that I feel best about being able to help them out is somebody who was self-reliant for the longest time. Mm-hmm. They've always driven themselves mm-hmm. and had that feeling of independence mm-hmm. until some recent injury or a physical challenge happened. Something with their eyes, something with their hip or leg, and so now all of a sudden they can't drive. And so it's especially rewarding to be able to help that person out, who then, as we're talking on the way there, says, I had no idea what to do because I've always driven myself.
Oh, sure. Mm-hmm. So you could stop at the bank too, if she had to go, into the bank and get some money.
Sure.
When I worked at Plum Creek, there was a lady every week. Little Joe came, and he would come to the front door, and he would say, "Okay, I'm here for Mrs. Jones," and he would take her to get her hair done. And then I know the one time she said, "Do we have time to go to Drug Mart?" And he's like, "I got to check with my wife to see if we can work it in." Because you don't want to say no, because you figure, you probably want to give a little bit more time. Pad the time that you're with the person.
Laura and her people are good about identifying how many stops do we want to make in this trip.
Yeah.
And so the clients, the residents they're good about it.
That's good. Very good. So is there a restriction, like if it's a blizzard out or if it's pouring rain?
We had bad weather in December, and actually it was one day the county was closing, a storm was coming in and they closed the county early, which in 26 years, that's very rare. I'm like, wow, this never happens. But we had to call people and it's like, we're not going to have our volunteers out on the road. The weather's supposed to be really bad. And everybody was, everybody's really understanding. If we woke up and there was a blizzard, there would be no expectation that, hey, this volunteer, you have to get out and get this person to the doctor. Sometimes things happen and that can happen. We want to keep our drivers safe and the clients
definitely.
safe.
Always. So have you cleaned anybody's house?
I haven't. I see those opportunities, but I just haven't.
You do.
You're trying to stretch us here, Lori. I like it.
All right, so you're just driving Miss Daisy.
Yeah, and that's the great thing about it. Volunteers can pick and choose the things that they are interested in doing, that they want to do. So if you want to be a driver and occasionally pick up, some light housekeeping, companionship, that's another thing we do, just companionship, things like that. You can pick that up if you just want to stick to driving or you don't want to drive at all. You have that flexibility and your schedule, you're scheduling it yourself.
Very good, very good. And there's no restrictions as far as how many times a month someone could?
No, no, there's no restriction. We have people who are very much regulars, are doing things weekly. Some people are doing things monthly.
Like the hairdo?
And some, and some is just every once in a while. There are restrictions. We can't take somebody to a medical procedure where they would be sedated, because we have to have people conscious when they come home.
And you can't stay while the person's recovering either, because you have to move on.
It's possible that they can stay for a doctor appointment, but no, not that kind of time commitment and responsibility, really. And also, people have to be ambulatory, able to get in and out of cars. We do not have lift. We do not have lifts.
You have limits.
We have, but canes, walkers, even a transfer chair. If somebody's in a chair and can get in and out of it, which that happens, and they have the room to fold up those, smaller transport chairs, that's absolutely fine. But a full wheelchair where you would need assistance, like full assistance getting into a vehicle, we just can't accommodate that in this program. And we always rule out Medina County Transit first, because we have contracts with Medina County for seniors to get rides as well.
You have a lot of good communications with the people in Medina County, so that's awesome.
We try, yeah.
Well, I thank you for doing that service. Sure. That's phenomenal, and it's so greatly needed. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to hear what else is going on at the Office for Older Adults. So come on back.
My mother was always very familiar with her neighborhood, but one day she stopped at the stop sign for much longer than usual, and she didn't know whether she should go forward or turn, and she wasn't even really sure where she was at. It was very unsettling for her.
I felt so much better after my son told me, "Mom, I don't want you to worry or be afraid. I'll be there for you and we'll figure it out."
You're watching The Fact.
Meet the Scan, a simple procedure whose mission is to detect lung cancer early.
I'm here to save you.
But I feel fine.
That's great, but you may still be at high risk for lung cancer.
Oh man, that's a new fence.
If you smoke, early detection could save your life. Learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Welcome back to Golden Years. I am interviewing Bob from Compassion in Action and Laura from the Office of Older Adults. And Bob, how did you get involved in this organization? How did you become a volunteer? What drew you?
Well, I learned about it, Lori, at the Senior Expo in Medina. It happens at the fairgrounds every May, and so it was just over a year ago when I learned about this program. I was actually looking to see for my financial advisor clients what is available for them, as well as I was looking to see, well, what could I do part-time that I could fit into my schedule? You know, is there some small way that, some small response to what Jesus did for me that I could then respond with? And this was a perfect fit. So learned about it at that Senior Expo. By the way, I recommend that one, as well as there's one in Brunswick that we participate in that's earlier in the year. And from there, I just had to complete some paperwork. I'm sure a background check was done at Laura's office, and I was off and driving.
That's awesome. Yes. So if someone wants to volunteer to be like you, they just have to call the Office for Older Adults and say, I want to volunteer.
Correct.
That's right.
And you can give as little time as you want or as much time as you want.
And correct. And that was important to me right now, not retired yet. Yeah.
Very good. And for you seniors out there, when you go to these senior fairs and you walk around and you take all this valuable information and get the candy and the goodies, make sure you read the brochures that these people have. I mean, it is a wealth of information. And that's how you go and learn about what Medina County has for the residents of Medina County. I say it's the best county because there's just so much help.
We do. There's a lot of programming here and a lot that people don't know about. One good thing about the expo, I totally agree with you, Lori. When you go to these fairs, and there's several throughout the year, take all the information, read it. Look at a brochure a day. You'll probably have enough. You'll probably have enough for the whole year.
Yeah, really, yeah.
But look at a brochure a day. See what's out there. But you know, if you do ever run into trouble, we have staff on hand that know about all of those 80 vendors that are there. That's another service we offer. You can call and just whatever happens to be going on. We have people call for tax help. We have people call because of financial help. They're having trouble paying their heating bill, or they need services in the home. They need non-medical home care or medical home care. And there's lots of services that offer that, but people don't know about it. You don't know what you don't know, till you need it.
You're right.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't want to know they need it.
Correct.
Because they want to be in tunnel vision. And then, but Medina is just fantastic.
I agree.
And people help people. Like, there's a lot of volunteers like you who are eager to help because they know that someone needs help and they want to get back out into the real world and do things. And if they have to go to the doctor, they have to get there.
Absolutely.
And I don't know how involved, you said you do have contracts with Medina Transit, but does it go out of the county?
This is our biggest challenge. It's a huge challenge. It does not. And our Compassion and Action volunteers
they don't either.
Yeah,
that's hard.
They don't.
That is so
hard. We continue to look for alternatives for people, as especially if anybody has to go to a specialist in Medina County. They're more often than not they're going out of county. They're either going to Summit or to Cuyahoga, and there has to be, we have to figure out something. So that's a project, because we do have to figure out something. I often think about the people who are, not only the people who are sent to, say, main campus, Cleveland Clinic for something, for a procedure, but also their spouse that may be here that has never been to downtown Cleveland. So how do you make that trip happen? Even to go visit somebody that's in the hospital. It's really a complex problem, and something that we have to combat and think about ways to transport people that are efficient but so needed.
Are you doing your picnics?
Picnics 2023 are not going on because of building construction, which is super sad because we were closed, of course, for 2 years for COVID. So last year was great. Everything, the picnics went well. And then we have to, do some construction on the building, which includes construction over a vital part of that courtyard. So over half of it has to be shut down. So we are not having picnics this year. But we are having a luau. We have the Medina County Senior and Adult Foundation has paid.
What a wonderful organization.
Yes, thank
Wonderful.
you.
Yes.
They have paid to rent the Medina County Veterans Memorial Hall on North Broadway, right by Drug Mart, Medina.
Okay.
It's really nice. So that's where we're going to have the luau in August.
Okay.
And then in September, we're going to have Oktoberfest, and for that event, we have, again, the foundation has rented the Moose Lodge downtown, so that's where we will be having the Oktoberfest. So we're kind of taking our show on the road.
That's awesome.
This year. I know.
That's awesome.
And also utilizing, services where we know that donating money to these halls is really going to support a good cause. The Moose Lodge has been a great supporter of the Senior and Adult Foundation, which in turn supports senior needs. So we're happy to support them and
a lot of the
have a big
members
party.
but a lot of the members are probably or a lot of the seniors are lodge members.
Correct. So it's good. These fraternal organizations are wonderful, and of course, supporting the Veterans Memorial Hall is great. If you haven't been there, it's a great venue.
I don't
It's a
think
nice
I've ever
hall.
been there.
And there's an outdoor patio. It's lovely. They rent it for showers and graduation parties and all
to the
kinds of stuff.
community, in the community.
Yes, in the community.
Oh, okay.
They've done a beautiful job on that.
And what else? What other, some of your other programs? I heard something about Wadsworth Office for Older Adults.
The City of Wadsworth has their own senior center. It's called Suprema Senior Center. But within that center, they have a full-service cafe, open to the public. It's in a complex with the high school, YMCA. It's this huge community center. So there have been a couple of vendors historically that have operated the cafe, but it was empty and needed a vendor, and so Office for Older Adults is moving in and opening that up. I have never opened a restaurant, so I'm learning a lot. We certainly have commercial kitchen in Medina, and we operate food services in Brunswick, but this Wadsworth thing, it's a whole different animal with becoming a food vendor, paying sales tax, all kinds of stuff. Supplying, that daily food supply. It's a breakfast and lunch operation. So we have breakfast foods, and we switch over to lunch foods, a daily hot plate special. It's really something, but it's coming together. By the time this airs, we will have opened. Our grand opening was June 1st. If you ever get to the southern part of the county, or if this airs anywhere around there, please come check it out. It's open from 7:30 to 2 p.m.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, serving, like I said, breakfast and lunch. We're featuring Ann's Pastry, which is a real
popular
bakery down there.
Yes,
so we
yes.
were happy to be able to work with them and have several breakfast and lunch offerings. So
that's awesome.
I'm really excited about it.
So during your construction, what about you and your meals? Because your meals come out of there.
Correct.
Northland.
So another project we have going on is a full kitchen renovation in Medina.
Wow.
So that is scheduled to start at the end of June. We will continue to serve meals. We have a plan for an alternative kitchen setup. Just most of the meals probably this summer will be cold meals, just because our ovens will be down. I'm hoping for less than 60 days, so until we get that fully redone. But again, that's a 41-year-old kitchen.
Wow, that is like old. Yeah,
I know. And it's like I always tell people, it's like everything else. Like in my home, we redid everything and left the kitchen for last because it's always the most expensive. So we have done since COVID, we have done carpet. We've done we've redone rooms. We've upgraded offices. But this is kind of the
necessary.
height of what we're doing. Absolutely necessary.
Very necessary, yeah.
And I'm excited because it's going to be a beautiful place for seniors to be. The dining room's been redone. It's quite fantastic. But when you look into the kitchen now, very aged. some broken cabinetry, stuff like that. So it'll be exciting to get that done, to have everything updated.
And that's the go-to place for the seniors.
Absolutely.
You have those wonderful pool tables.
Yes.
Those men are there probably every day.
We have education programs every day.
Yeah.
We've started computer education programs.
Oh, good.
So that's a couple times a week. We have all kinds of wonderful things going on, which can be seen in our newsletter, but also online at our website is mcooa.org. I would encourage everybody to look up the website, see what events we have going on, or give our office a call. The number is 330-723-9514. If you're interested in programming, interested in activities, interested in volunteering.
Work for the CIA.
The Compassion in Action, the CIA. That's what they call themselves, correct.
What is one of your warm and fuzzy stories? I'm sure you have one.
Sure. There is one regular who used to be a realtor. And so whenever I drive her, I get to learn the history of the properties of whatever street we're going down.
Oh, how neat.
Yes.
So can Mrs. Jones say, I want Bob to come and pick me up? Or, because you have to go online and say, I can do it.
Correct. It's really the volunteer choice.
Yeah, and that's nice that Laura's people keep it that way, so that we don't, it keeps any direct pressure off of part-time volunteers like me. Yeah. I can sign up for that person every week if I'm available that particular week. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Very good. Yeah. And so how many hours do you do a week, part-time?
I'm really only doing just 1 or 2 per week. Number one, there are so many other people available, and lately, my wife and I we're going from apartment to a home. We just bought a home, so we're extra busy ourselves right now.
I have one more thing I'd like to mention, because it's coming up. If you'd like to support our Senior and Adult Foundation, there are several ways to do that, but on July 4th, we have the Twin Sizzler, which is a 5K, 10K, and bike race on Medina Square. And again, you can go to the foundation's website at mcsaf.org and find out all about it. We'd love your support.
Very good. And you've been doing that how many years? You took that over from
Faith in Action, actually. So this is our second.
Oh, that's awesome. Awesome. Okay, so what do you want to leave with my seniors? Bob, you tell them call Office for Older Adults.
That's correct.
Make an appointment, even if you just want to go to the grocery store.
And even though in my first year all I've explored is the driving, there's also some visiting companionship type of help available. Light yard work, light housekeeping.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Lori's even trying to stretch us into like light meal prep, I think.
Yeah, so. Really, light. Yeah, you could just help them make something real quick. Well, thank you so much for joining me this month.
Thanks for helping us get the word out.
I love volunteers, because you volunteers are the best people ever. And the seniors do appreciate you. So if you need help getting to your doctors, your hairdos, which is very important, like Laura said, give them a call at Compassion in Action. So thank you for watching us this month, and we'll see you next month.
Everything's expensive these days. Food, gas. No matter how hard I work, my paycheck barely covers the essentials. But the real ripoff? Smoking. Because it's not just the price of the pack, it's the breathing problems and the high chance of cancer. That's why I called the Quit Line. It's free, and the one-on-one support from a coach helped me create my own quit plan. So when you're tired of cigarettes ripping you off, call 1-800-QUIT-NOW.